Today, if you don't have a blanket or a pillow or something you can sit on, I do encourage you to grab one. If you have a block or some books that you can use, you may want those as well. My intentions today are definitely flow, but I want to work on our meridian lines being our gallbladder, which essentially kind of starts at the top of the head, going down the side of the body and then down the edges. So some soft twists will be incorporated to encourage that chi or that movement of blood flow in our bodies this morning, okay? So go ahead and place it if you need it, and if you don't, no big deal. Go ahead and bring your right knee in front, and then you'll slowly cross the left leg over. This is known as like cow face, and there's a few variations that you can go to if this is not comfortable. If it's not comfortable, you're welcome to extend this right leg forward and just allow the left leg to rest over towards the right side. But if you can, go ahead and hug this right heel towards the left side and then this left one towards the right side. The knees should be somewhat in line to the sternum, but if they're not, no worries. And if you need that blanket, that's where it's handy to sit on. Some people also prefer to come on both knees and then work the weight of the body back. But that's a little bit more intense, so find your comfort place. Wherever it's at, go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Just begin to allow the thigh to drop down. We'll close our eyes. We'll begin by drawing a full breath in through our nose. And as we exhale, we'll release that breath. Another full cleansing breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh that breath out. One more full inhalation through the nostrils. Continue to breathe in a little more. Pause at the top, and then we'll all exhale, release that breath out of the mouth and draw the navel towards the spine. Let your shoulders relax away from your ears. Take your tongue, lick the lips, seal them to each other, and then begin breathing in and out of the nose. If it's too much to breathe in and out of the nose or your nose is stuffy, then continue breathing as you see fit for yourself. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Full breath in, full breath out. Take a moment here to scan the body, notating how you feel without judgment. Notice your mental state, your physical state, your emotional state. And don't worry about any of it, just observe it. Be okay with where you're at this moment. As you scan from crown down through the toes and in that opposite direction, allow yourself to release whatever no longer serves your greater or your higher purpose. Allow yourself today to be vulnerable so that you can be brave and courageous through that vulnerability. Without our vulnerability, we can't be courageous or be brave. Let yourself peel or shed those layers or that armor to find that soft side. Setting your intention for our practice this morning, draw that breath in fully. Let that breath go completely. And then fluttering those eyes open, we'll inhale, circle sweep our arms up towards the sky, letting our palms kiss over our head. And then exhale, bring those palms into prayer and at your heart space. Draw a breath in, pull those shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, retract and release the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, circle sweep your arms back up towards the sky. Shoulders relax away from the ears. We'll exhale, release that right hand down to the right side, extending the left fingertips over towards that right edge. If you find that it's very difficult, then you may want to extend this right leg out towards the front of the mat. If it feels okay, go ahead and keep that heel curled in, maybe flexing both the right and the left toes for a little more sensation. Another full breath in here, and that full breath out here. On our next breath in, both arms reach up towards the center, and we'll exhale, twist open towards that left side. Let your left hand rest behind you. Let your right hand rest comfortably on the thigh versus spinning and creating that tension through the spine. We'll just allow everything to decompress on its own. So we're working more with releasing that connective tissue and fascia, warming up the body. Breath in through the nose. And if it feels right for you, navel towards the spine as you exhale and look over that left shoulder. One more inhale here. And that exhale here. On our next breath in, we'll come back to center. Our arms will reach up towards the sky. And as we exhale, we'll release the fingertips to the right and to the left side of the mat. Walk or paw your fingers towards the top. And if this feels okay on that left side of your body, you'll exhale, decompress your chest on this left thigh. If it's too intense, walk your fingertips back towards you and just stay elevated a little more. 2 more inhales here, just releasing and giving the hips and the glutes a little more love this morning. 1 more inhale here. And that exhale here. On our next breath in, press into your fingertips, walk your hands back towards your body, slide or extend this right arm out towards that right side, release and extend this left leg behind you, curl the heel in towards your body, drop your knee down, and then exhale, twist and look over towards that right side of the room. If you want to release the leg and bring both that right and that left palm towards that right side. A breath in here, and then if you exhale, you can bow down. Another 2 breaths here. 1 more inhale. And then that last exhale. When you're ready, keep that right palm down. Inhale, extend and reach that left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, tap the earth to the right side. Inhale, open up like you're pulling a string. Exhale, release and lower down. 1 more. Inhale, we lift up. Navel stays intact. And then exhale, we bring it down. On that next inhale, we'll extend that left arm up. Bend the right elbow, press through that right palm, and inhale, we'll reach those arms up. Exhale, your hands release down to the ground. Extend and sweep this left leg around and over, and then we'll set up the opposite side. So curl the left leg in, maybe come onto the right and that left knee if you need to so that you can adjust your body, bringing the blades close towards the glutes, and then exhale, rest your hips on that blanket, or if you prefer the mat surface is perfectly fine. We're gonna go ahead and close both of our eyes as we rest here. Maybe you wanna hang on to the feet. Maybe you wanna hang on to the ankles. Just a few inhales here, decompressing this right side. Big belly breath in, big belly breath out. Revisit your body. So maybe you go back to that intention you set, or you begin to ponder your own vulnerabilities and what makes you courageous and brave. The ability to let go, the ability to share with that close friend. Just 2 more inhales where you're at. Last breath in, relaxing that right thigh down. Flutter your eyes open and then inhale, circle sweep those arms up towards the sky, palms kiss, hands into prayer and at our heart space. Inhale, smile and pull your shoulders up. Exhale, release the shoulders back down. Inhale, we'll circle sweep our arms up towards the sky, shoulders relax away from the ears. Exhale, that left palm to the left side, extend the right fingertips towards that left edge. Try your best to keep those knees in line with one another. And again, if this is too intense, extend that left leg forward. That's perfectly fine. You're still getting all the same benefits of our gallbladder and liver meridian line. 1 more inhale here. And that exhale here. And then press through your palm. Inhale, both arms reach up. We'll exhale, twist open towards that right side. Again, it can be a soft left arm on this right thigh, or if you need the sensation of the twist, then use that left hand on this right thigh to twist open. Breath in, navel engaged, crown reaching up. And as you exhale, anchor the sits bones into the earth and look over your right shoulder. 1 more breath here. Letting that breath go, shoulders relaxed, and then inhale, both arms reach back up towards center. On our exhale, we'll release the fingertips down to the right and to the left side. Take your time as you exhale and walk your fingertips forward, bowing your chest down on your thighs. If you want to drop the chin on the kneecap, you can if it's too intense. Lift the heart up, pull the shoulders back, slide your fingertips closer towards your body instead. Big belly breath in. Feel that right hip release as you let that breath go. Another one, full breath in. Letting it go. And last one, breathe in fully, shoulders roll away. Exhale, decompress it. As you take your next breath in, we'll slowly begin to rise up, walking our hands towards our shin bones, and then inhale, circle sweep your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, pull the heads of the elbows down, and then inhale, those arms reach up. As we exhale, we'll release our palms down to the side. Slide that left arm out towards that left side. Extend your right leg, curl the heel in towards your body. Align the knee with your hip angle, and then exhale, you'll lower the kneecap down. You'll look over towards your left side. Another full breath in here. And that big release out here. Releasing your leg on your next breath in, extend and reach up towards the sky with your right hand. Soft bend at that left elbow. Exhale, bring that right palm towards that left side. 3 lifts. Inhale, pull your string up and over. Exhale, tap it back down. Inhale, you'll lift it up. Exhale, you'll lower it down. And then last time, inhale, we'll lift it up. Pressing through that left palm. Inhale, both arms reach up towards center. Feel the difference in side to side. Breathe in through the nose, and then exhale, heads of the elbows come down. Inhale, those arms come up. Exhale, the hands drop down. As those hands drop down, go ahead and walk your hands forward, and then slowly begin to release and extend this right leg forward and this left leg forward. Wiggle those legs out. Give your legs a little bit of love since they've been in a position that we typically don't start from. And then I want you to go ahead and come onto all fours. So hands and knees, removing any props that may be in your way. As you come onto hands and knees, go ahead and wiggle the hips from right side to left side. Hopefully at this point, you feel a little bit more movement through the low spine as well as the outside edges of your thighs. Take a breath in where you're at. Let that breath go. And now let's find stillness, allowing the big toes to come together, taking those knees out wide. We'll exhale, slide the hips towards the back as we bow our chest down. If you need a little bit more restorative this morning, bring those palms or bring your hands towards your kneecaps, towards your heels, and then release your forehead down. Draw a breath in here. Let that breath go. Inhaling through the nose. Letting that breath go. And last one, a big giant breath in and that big release out. On your breath, your time, hands extend back towards the top of the mat, or you slide them towards your body as you inhale and rise up for tabletop. Bring your knees together, tuck the toes under. Send the weight of the body towards the heels, stretching the bottom of your feet. And then from stretching the bottom of our feet, we'll inhale, bend those elbows, lower the chest down, scoop the heart up for that cow-like pose. Tops of our feet onto the mat. Exhale, dome your spine, catted back. Send the hips, gliding them towards the heels. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, dome that spine. You've got 2 more. Inhale, dip it low, pull those elbows back, shoulders shrug away from our ears. Exhale, press the pads of the fingers into the earth. Send your hips back. 1 more, last one. Inhale, lift it up. Feel that retraction of your shoulder blades. Feel that protraction of your shoulder blades. And then inhale, we'll neutralize. As we neutralize, tucking the toes, lifting those knees, tilt your hips up. Exhale, shift the weight of the body up towards the sky as you come into downward facing dog. In this first downward facing dog, you'll begin by marching your feet. So bend your right knee, straighten that left one. Press your hip over towards that left side, looking underneath your left armpit. Inhale, come back to center, switch it out. Bending that right knee, straightening the left leg, press and tilt the hips up, and then send the weight of the body slightly over towards our right side. Then inhale, work your way back to center, march or paddle your feet out a couple more times. Breath in and a breath out. Go ahead and pause in stillness as you settle into this space. Hollowing out our armpits, we'll draw a breath in. We'll let that breath go. On our next inhale, lifting the heels, bending those knees, looking forward, taking our time as we walk or step our feet in between our thumbs. You also have the option to walk your hands towards your toes instead. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold it all the way back down, a soft bend of the knees. Separate your feet hip-width distance apart or further. Press to the pinky side blades of your toes, and then lower the big toe knuckle down. Grab your wrist, grab those elbows if you prefer, and then swing or sway your body side to side for ragdoll pose. As you inhale here, feel the abdomen expand. And as you exhale here, feel everything decompress. You're looking underneath or in between the right and the left leg versus looking to the top of the mat. Releasing as we return to center, heel toe the feet back towards one another. On our next breath in, to soften in the knees, we'll reverse and rise all the way up. Circle, sweep your arms out to the sides, up to the sky, a full breath in, and then exhale, the elbows pull down. Inhale, those arms reach up. Exhale, go ahead and grab that right wrist with your left hand. and extend the body over towards that left edge. A full belly breath in, a full belly breath out. Inhale back to center, switch that grip out. Exhale, extend and lean your frame over towards that right side. Keep the ribs together though. Full inhale here, full exhale here. Inhale, we come back to center, the arms reach up. Exhale, heads of the elbows pull down, a heart opener. On our next breath in, extend your arms up, and as you exhale, forward fold. Lower the palms down to the mat. If you are at the back of the mat, go ahead and walk forward, then fold forward. Step back with that right foot, plant the palms down, step back with that left foot, tilt your hips up for downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels up, roll your vertebrae forward, pause here in plank, drop down to the knees if you need to, press your finger pads into the earth, grip into the knuckles of your hand, and release the heel of the hand off the ground so that there's less pressure. Knees down to the mat if they're not already there, or keep them up if you prefer. Hug the elbows in, pull your shoulders back, maybe looking about a foot to two forward. You'll exhale, lower the chest, the chin, and the rest of the frame down. Slide your hands out beyond the edges of your mat. Hook your elbows like spider legs or daddy long legs or tarantula legs. If your back is tight and tender, take those legs out wider. If your back is good, keep them zipped up. Inhale, we'll lift up for that modified cobra. It may be a few inches off the mat. It may be several inches. Breath in and exhale. We'll release and lower down. Tap your nose if you'd like. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, right shoulder drops down to the center. Turn your head so that you're looking over to that left side. Inhale, we'll come back to center, lifting our heart and chest up. Exhale, that left shoulder drops down. Retraction of the shoulder blades as we look to the right. Inhale through the nose, letting that breath go when you're ready. And then inhale, we'll rise back up to center. Exhale, frame of the body comes back down towards the ground. Slide those palms back down to your breastbone. Pull your elbow heads in and back. Tuck those toes under. Inhale, plank pose on our knees to plank pose off our knees to exhale, downward facing dog. In this downward facing dog, find any movement that your body is still craving, and then find stillness. As you take your next breath in, extend and lift that right leg up towards the sky, bending the knee and stack hip over hip. Press your heart towards this left thigh, and then a couple of giant circles with this right knee in one direction, and then the opposite direction. And then inhale, extend for three-legged dog. If you have your knee bent, extend your leg long, square the right and the left hip, press the heart towards the thigh, a breath in, magnetize this right thigh up. And as you exhale, draw the knee in towards your heart, looking to your thumbs, step your foot. Don't force it, instead, step it, take the hand, grab the calf, step or set that foot in between. Drop that back knee down and then inhale, rise up for that low lunge. Exhale, heads of the elbows pull down. Inhale, those arms reach up. Exhale, hands frame this front foot. Slide or send the weight of the body back for that half split. This is where a block is handy or something up higher so that you can rest your palms on them if you'd like. Breath in, looking forward, shoulders pull back. Breath out, you'll bow your chest down. You can slide the toes to point them up towards the sky, or you can slide your heel forward if you need a little bit more space. If you don't need that block, just set it out to the side. Breath in, breath out. One more, a big inhale here and that big exhale. As you take your next inhale, rising up halfway, slide your heel now over towards this left side. As you slide that heel, think about when we were there in the beginning. Send the weight of the body back. Inhale, those arms reach up. Exhale, heads of the elbows pull down. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, twist to your right side. Right hand behind you. This time, use that left arm as an anchor so that you can really look over your right shoulder. Full belly breath in. Full belly breath out. On your next inhale, returning back to center, the arms float up. We'll exhale, bow the heart down. As we bow that heart down, we're releasing our chest on this right thigh, extending those arms forward, or maybe bringing your hands to your sides or lifting up halfway, your choice. Full breath in here. Full breath out. On our next breath in, lifting up. Use the momentum as you slide the hips forward, release and return your right knee down to the mat. Extend the left leg behind you, hook the right foot over towards that right side and side plank as you lift that left arm up. As that left arm goes up, press through the blade of your left foot, extend and lengthen your left arm towards that right side. Shoulders pull away from the ears. A breath in On that breath out, then inhale, your arm floats up as well as that left leg. Flex your foot, point those toes now. Curl the heel in towards your body or the knee in towards your chest as you slide your hand down your shin bone to grab this left ankle. Pull the ribs together, feel your kneecap extend away from your body. Bring the scapulas behind the back together. Another breath here. Let that breath go. On our next inhale, release, extend the arm and the leg. Exhale, blade of that left foot down. Spin or sweep that left hand back and down. Tuck the left toes, tuck the right toes. Inhale, lift that right leg up. Exhale, downward facing dog. March or paddle your feet out. Inhale, lift the heels, roll the vertebrae forward. Exhale, on or off those knees, you'll lower all the way down. Inhale, press the palms into the earth, lift the chest up, find your position. Then if possible, float your fingertips off the mat for that baby cobra. Look forward, pull the shoulders back, a full breath in here. Don't constrict the passage of the air. And then exhale, release and lower down. Inhale, plank pose on or off your knees to off those knees. To exhale, downward facing dog. In that downward facing dog, find momentum or movement for your body, and then find that stillness as you let your breath go. Inhale, lifting the heels, bending those knees, looking forward. Walk or step your feet in between your thumbs as you exhale for forward fold, or the opposite, walk your hands to your toes. Inhale, we lift up halfway, a flat back. Pull the belly up and in, feel the tailbones shifting back, relax the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, folding it all the way back down. On our next breath in, reverse and rise. Circle sweep those arms out to the sides, up to the sky. The palms will kiss, and exhale, the hands come into prayer and at your heart space. Draw a breath in. Let that breath go as we release the palms down to the sides. Go ahead and allow this left foot to anchor into the earth. Cross your right leg over. As you cross that right leg over, squeeze the thighs. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up towards the sky. Grab your left wrist with your right hand, and then exhale, extend and lean your body over towards that right side. Feel the connection between the right and the left side. Breathe in deeply. Let that breath go completely. Then inhale, come back to center. A little balance challenge. The arms come out like a V. And then if possible, shifting the weight of the body neutrally, lift that right leg up. And then exhale, that right foot comes down. Exhale, pull the heads of the elbows down. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, our hands down to our sides. Weight of the body on that right leg. Lift that left foot up, cross it over. Find your stance, find your stability. Inhale, those arms go up. The gaze can as well. Grab your right wrist. Exhale, extend and shift the weight of the body towards this left side. Connect the ribs again. Relax the shoulders. One more breath here. Letting that breath go. And then inhale, we come back to center. Arms come out to that V. Find your stationary or your balance. Lift and extend that left leg up. Exhale, left foot down, breath in, and then exhale, elbow heads pull down. Inhale, those arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold, lowering the palms down to the mat. Go ahead and step back with that left foot. Drop that left knee down to the mat. Inhale, rise up for that low lunge. Exhale, heads of the elbows pull down. Inhale, those arms reach up. Exhale, hands come down. They'll frame that front foot. Curl the back toe, lift that back knee. Inhale, extend and lift that right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, right hand down towards the ground. Plant those palms, step back into downward facing dog. March or paddle your feet out, bending that right knee, straightening the left back and forth. As you take your next breath in, lift your heels, roll your vertebrae forward into plank, on or off your knees, elbows hug in, shoulders pull back. We'll exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, rise up for baby cobra or cobra pose if you prefer. Wherever you're at, breathe in. Let that breath go. One more breath in, letting that breath go. And then when you're ready, lowering down as you exhale, inhale, lifting up for plank on the knees to off the knees to exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in through the nose, breath out of the nose. Inhale, extend and lift that left leg up towards the sky. Bend your knee and stack hip over hip. Press this right side of the body towards this right thigh, looking down at your right kneecap, and then trace those big circles with your left knee in one direction, lubricating the joint, and then the opposite direction. And then inhale, we'll extend the legs, square the hip. Again, if the knee is bent, extend it, lift it. That hamstring is active. A breath in, and then exhale, knee into your chest, lift that right heel high. Step that left foot through or take the back of the hand on the calf to assist it. Dropping your right knee down to the ground. Inhale, rise up for your low lunge. Exhale, your elbows pull down. Inhale, the arms reach up. Keep the hip and the knee in line. And exhale, your hands come down to frame that left foot. Slide the weight of the body back. Grab your block if you need it. Breathe in as you tilt or point those toes up towards the ceiling. Or if you prefer, point them towards the top end of your mat. Exhale, bow it down. You're going to feel that length through the hamstring. Full belly breath in here. Big, giant breath out here. Another full breath in here. Relax the abdomen. Let it all go. As you take your next breath in, palms come down to the mat as we lift up halfway. So we lift up halfway, we're sliding this left leg over towards this right side, crossing that ankle, allowing the blade of the right foot to go over to the right side and the left to that right side. Release the hips down. Once you release the hips down, maybe use that blanket if you need it on this side. And if you do, no problem. Inhale, we'll circle sweep our arms up. Exhale, pull the elbow heads down. Inhale, the arms reach up, ribs are tight. Exhale, twist open towards that left side. As you twist towards that left side, that left hand is behind you. Your right hand, you can use it as that anchor so that you can slowly rotate and spin the lower portion of the body. So you're spinning from your abdomen and drawing those shoulders or that collarbone across. Breathe in through your nose here. Breathe out of the nose as you look over the shoulder. On our next breath in, neutralize your gaze, your arms reach up. And as we exhale, those hands release down to the sides. As you do, maybe lean back, roll forward, bringing those palms towards the top. As you bring those palms towards the top, extend and straighten that right leg behind you. Hook the left toes to the left side and then inhale, side plank as you extend and reach that right arm up towards the sky. Breath in, and as you exhale, extend the right fingertips towards that top end of the mat. Full belly breath in, full belly breath out. Then inhale, your right arm floats up and that right leg goes up as well. If you flex the toes, flex them and then point them, curling the heel in or bringing that knee in towards your chest so that you can grab onto the ankle or slide it down that shin bone. Big inhale here. Strong through the midsection, strong through your glute as you squeeze. One more breath in. Let that breath go. And then inhale, release, extend the arm and the leg. Exhale, blade of that right foot down. Spin that right arm back and down. Go ahead and tuck those left toes, tuck those right toes. Left knee goes up for three-legged dog. Exhale, back into that downward facing dog. March the feet out, breathe in through your nose, breathe out of your nose, and then inhale, lift those heels, roll the vertebrae forward, plank pose on or off your knees. Send the weight of the body forward so that you're on the very tips of the toes if you're off the knees, and then exhale, lower your heart all the way down. Inhale, rise up for cobra or upward facing dog, your choice this time. Always your choice, actually. Let that breath go. Then when you're ready, back either down to the ground or inhale, lifting up for plank. We'll all make our way into downward facing dog and then lower those knees to the earth, toes together. Slither, slide your hips back for child's pose. Breath in, breath out. Another full belly breath in and that big release out. Last one, we'll breathe in completely here. Let everything expand. And then we'll exhale, let it go. All on your breath and time, begin to lift and rise up. Palms down to the earth, stack shoulders in line with the wrists, hips in line with those knees. Tuck the toes under, lift our kneecaps up for plank. Exhale, tilt the hips up for downward facing dog. As we draw our next breath in, lifting our heels, bending our knees, looking forward, walk or step, or even hop your feet in between your thumbs as you exhale at the top for a forward fold. Inhale, you'll rise up halfway, that flat back. Exhale, you'll fold it all the way back down. Inhale, reverse and rise. Circle sweep those arms out to the sides, up to the sky, palms together, hands at prayer and at our heart space. As we bring those hands into prayer and heart space, breathe in through the nose. And then exhale, release those palms down. As we release those palms down, big toes kiss, heels are about 2 to 3 fingers distance apart. And then inhale, we're lifting our arms up and we're exhaling, bending into chair or sitting into chair. As we sit into this chair, go ahead and anchor the sole of your left foot down to the ground. Bring the palms together. And as you exhale, bring your hands into prayer and at heart space. As you slide the weight over towards that left leg, inhale, lift that right leg, cross that right leg over. Little eagle legs here. Some people can completely go like olive oil and tuck the toes or that foot behind the calf. And if that's you, please go for it. If not, maybe you modify like me and you either let the blade of your pinky toe just press into the calf, or you can even drop the toes down on the mat instead, or even use your blanket to support the toe. Breath in here, breath out here. Another inhale. And as you exhale, bring those palms to your hip, right hip. Exhale, look over the shoulder as you sink the hips a little bit lower. Breathing in, we're into the deep portion of both the right and that left hip. Let that breath go. You're strong. You got this. You're brave. You're vulnerable. You're all of the above. One last breath in. One last breath out. On your inhale, those arms come up, palms into prayer. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, we rise up. If you have the leg tuck, inhale, lifting that right knee up. Exhale, step that right foot down. Release your hands to your side. Lift that left ankle, a couple of circles. Any movement, mobility that you need to get your hip, your leg back in check, go for it. And it might even be the right side. On your breath, your time, toes together. Inhale, arms up. Big belly breath in. And only when you're ready to exhale, sit into your chair. Sit it low. Challenge yourself here. Some days we just need to say it's okay to be challenged if there's no pain in our body. Some days we need to say back off. It's okay to be gentle. You decide which day it is for you. Palms together, hands at prayer. Once the hands come into prayer, relax your shoulders, soften the features of your face, all that tension that we have there, wiggle, shake, let it go. Weight of the body goes to this right leg. Quad has to be strong. Glute and pelvic floor have to be strong. Lift that left heel off the ground, cross that left ankle over. This may be tighter for you. And if it looks different than the other side, so be it. If it looks the same, wonderful. If you need to drop the toes down, drop the toes down, sink the hips, squeeze those thighs. Breath in, breath out. Try not to dig your toes into the mat. Instead, spread the toes out a little wider for stability, almost like duck feet. One last breath in. And as we exhale, both hands come over towards our left hip. Sit into the pose, squeeze the thighs a little more. Breath in through the nose. Exhale, if you can, sink lower, looking over this left shoulder. One last one, breath in, breath out. Then inhale, neutralize the gaze, palms come into prayer. Inhale, we begin to lift and rise up. Release and lift that left leg off the body. And then exhale, hands to your side. Step that left foot down. Give your right ankle, right leg a little love. Release, shake, rattle, and roll, whatever you need. And then returning back to center. As we return back to center, inhale, circle sweep those arms up. Exhale, pull the heads of the elbows down. Inhale, those arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Palms down to the mat. Step back with that right foot. Step back with that left foot. Exhale, tilt the hips up for downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, inhale, roll into your plank pose. From our plank pose, on or off those knees, or skip this completely. Exhale, halfway or all the way down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Shoulders should be away from the ears if possible. Breath in, breath out. One more inhale, and if you need to lower down, lower down. Inhale, work your way back into high plank, and exhale into your downward facing dog. In that downward facing dog, draw a breath in. Let that breath go. Inhale, extend and lift that right leg up towards the sky. Bending the knees, stacking hip over hip. I'm offering taking three-legged dog to that flip dog. So to flip our dog, lean or shift the weight of the body forward, or walking this right and left hand a little closer. Bend that left knee. Step that right foot over. Support your shoulder. So this left shoulder has to be in line with the wrist as you spin the body up, and all 10 toes point towards the bottom end of your mat. You can do what you will with this right hand. It can come to your heart, to your hip, to your belly, or over your head. One more breath in. And when you're ready to pivot back, you have a couple of options. One, you can bring your hand back down to your belly, lower your glutes down, pivot so that you're on the ball of that left foot, and then inhale, right leg behind you for three-legged dog. As you exhale, pull that right knee in towards your chest, looking forward, step that right foot in between your thumbs. As it's in between those thumbs, inhale, we'll rise up for that high crescent lunge. From our high crescent lunge, we'll exhale, bend that back knee, pull the elbow heads down, tap the earth if you'd like or not. Inhale, we lift it up. You have 2 more. Exhale, you're strong. Press that right thigh out towards that right edge. Inhaling, and then exhale. Last one down. Inhale, we lift it up. And then exhale, spin into warrior 2. As we spin into that warrior 2, soften your shoulders. Arms are extended like a long wire. Fingers are extended towards that top end of your mat. Your gaze is just beyond the middle fingers. Back hand down, flip that right palm. Inhale, reverse that warrior. Breath in, breath out. One more inhale, and then exhale, extended side angle, forearm on that right thigh. Left arm sweeps up towards the ceiling or even towards the top end of your mat. Rotate and open up this left hip. Full belly breath in. If your left shoulder, your left hand is beyond the range, lift back up. Maybe bring your hand to your shoulder, point that elbow up, and then extend the arm up from there. One more inhale. Exhale that breath. Inhale, reverse that warrior. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands so that they frame the front foot. As we frame that front foot, straighten this front leg. Maybe step your left foot up an inch or 2, maybe even more, and then exhale, bow it down. As we bow it down, you're using this back leg as a hinge. You're gently bringing this right femur into the hip socket. You can also place your fingertips on that block once more to lift the earth to you, to find that comfort for your body. Wherever you are, maybe you're looking at your toes. Maybe for you, you're looking at your right toes versus the left toes. Last breath in, last breath out. Whether you have your hand on a block or not, keep that left hand anchored to the earth. And then inhale, extend and lift that right arm up. Your thighs are going to squeeze slightly, and that's okay. You can also bring your hand to your hip if that's better, or the hand behind the back if you prefer. One more breath in. And one more breath out. If your hand is behind you, inhale, lift it up, and then we'll all exhale. Bend the front knee. As we bend that front knee, place that right hand down. Remove your block or take it to the top. Walk your hands a foot forward. Lift that back leg up. As we lift that back or that left leg up, we're going to exhale, cross this left leg behind our right leg. Bend those knees into a curtsy. As we bend those knees into a curtsy, we'll inhale, bring our hands into prayer net or heart space. Now you're back into that same similar position of the eagle legs. So if you want to take full eagle legs, lift up higher, slide this right thigh, squeeze those thighs. As you squeeze, tuck that right leg behind you. Now full eagle expression, the arms reach forward. As those arms reach forward, right arm underneath, left arm on top, either eagle arms here or bear hug, your choice. Breath in, sink it as you exhale. You've got 2 options you can take. Crunches here, a breath in. And as you exhale, take your time as you pull those elbows towards your body. Inhale, we lift it up. Exhale, bring it back down. You only have 1 more or you're steady. Inhale, we lift up. Last one, exhale, tuck it in. And then inhale, we'll release. Circle sweep those arms up. Balance on your left foot. Pull that right leg up. As you pull that right leg up, we'll exhale, come back into that standing split. As we come into our standing split, step back into that runner's lunge. Leave your right fingertips down. Inhale, that left arm zips up towards the sky. Breath in through the nose, breath out. 1 more. And then exhale, that palm goes down. Step back into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, inhale, roll the body into your plank on or off your knees. Exhale, halfway or all the way down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Remember, pull those elbows in, shrug those shoulders back, stay strong through your core and your back. And when you're ready, lift up or lower down, but work your way back into downward facing dog. From this downward facing dog, lower the knees, give yourself a moment to collect and gather all thoughts as you sink back into child's pose. Inhale through the nose, exhaling out. Another breath in. And that breath out. Last one. Open mouth sigh, release. On your breath and your time, palms press into the earth. Lift the heart up, stack those shoulders in line with the wrists, bring those knees back together. Curl your toes under, lift the kneecaps off the earth, tilt the hips up, downward facing dog. Say yes with your head here, say no with your head, wiggle, shake, shimmy, smile. All on our breath and time. Inhale, extend and float that left leg up towards the sky, bending the knees, stacking hip on hip. Again, flip dog or not. You can also stay right here and maybe circles. But if you're taking it, lift that right heel high, slide the weight of the body forward, bending your right knee, right knee. Step and reach over. Maybe those hips stay low and you lower down and then you inhale, lift it up, or maybe you're somewhere in between. Whatever feels right for you until you're strong. A breath in, a breath out. One more, and then exhale. Pivot back onto the ball of your right foot as your left leg extends back. A breath in, and then exhale. Tuck or curl that left leg into your body. Look forward, step that foot in between the thumbs. Anchor yourself. Peace fingers can come down to the earth. That seems to typically help. Align the ankle, the heel, the knee, the quad, all in line with that femur. And then inhale, rise up for your high crescent lunge. From that high crescent lunge, draw a breath in. Make sure your knee hasn't collided. So if you can see your big toe on the left side of your thigh, press that thigh out and then align the knee. Exhale, we'll bend that back knee and pull the elbows down. Tap if you'd like or not. Inhale up. You only have two more. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, we lift up. Last one. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting up. Spin and spiral into warrior two. Adjust your stance. Find your position. Be happy with where you're at. Marvel in all your beautiful movements this morning. Drop that backhand down, flip that left palm, and then inhale, reverse it. Stay strong through your back leg. It's more of the shape of a pizza pie towards this top right corner and out towards this left corner. One more inhale and then exhale, extended side angle. Rest that left arm on that left quad. Spin that right arm up, or that right arm comes towards the top of your mat. Keep this right hip open. Pull the shoulder back, extend the arm up. One last breath in. One last breath out. Inhale, reverse. And then exhale, we'll cartwheel those hands to frame that front foot, spinning so that we're on the ball of our right foot. Straighten that front leg or step that right foot forward so that you have a little more space. Bring the block if you need it, fingertips or heels of the hands on it. Use your right leg as your hinge. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Shift or hug this left hip back. Breathe in through your nose if possible. And out of the nose. One more. Letting that breath go. When you're ready, inhale, rising up halfway with or without your block. Bend that front knee, walking your hands a foot forward, extending and floating this right leg behind you. You know we're going to curtsy and crawl, so we have that eagle legs on the opposite side. So if that leg is up, bend your left knee, cross this right leg over, squeeze those thighs. As we squeeze those thighs, go ahead and sink the hips down. As we sink those hips down, inhale, we rise up. You got it. Beautiful. Strong, steady, fluid breath entering, fluid breath releasing. Now, if you want to take that full variation of eagle, you'll have to anchor through the sole of your right foot. So shift the weight back, lift that left quad, and then tuck. Nice. Beautiful. You got it. Breath in. Breath out. Now full eagle extension. Arms go forward. Left arm underneath, right arm on top, either bear hugging your body or crossing those hands. If you happen to squeeze your fingers down, maybe bring the back of the hands together and you're looking at your wrist or your elbows. Breath in, and then exhale 3 little tucks if you'd like to, or stay strong and steady there. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, pull it down. Inhale, strength. Exhale, pull it back in. And then inhale, release. Circle sweeping those arms up. Lifting up, pull this left knee up with you, and exhale, hands down to your sides. Lowering that left foot down, giving that right leg a little bit of love. Move anything that you need to. Coming back to the top of your mat if you had to move. Inhale, we sweep those arms up. Exhale, pull the elbows down. Inhale, lift it up high. And then exhale, release and lowering down. So we release and lower it down. We're going to go ahead and bring that right leg up once more. So we bring that right leg up once more. We'll exhale, step that foot back, plant the palms down, sliding back into downward facing dog. In that downward facing dog, you have the option to come directly onto your knees for a round of cat-cow to child's pose, or if you prefer, your last push-up plank. So inhale, roll into that push-up plank. Exhale, honor off those knees, lowering halfway or all the way. Inhale for our cobra or that upward facing dog. And then exhale, lower down or plank it up. But we're all meeting in child's pose. Take a big breath in, let that breath go. Maybe you want to bend those elbows and bring your arms to the heels once more. Just a few more inhales here as we decompress. Hopefully all of the glutes, the piriformis, that hamstring and glute attachment feel nice, pliable, lubricated, more like warm taffy that's been left in the car versus taffy that you put in the refrigerator where it's stiff. Breathe in through your nose and open mouth sigh if you'd like. Regrouping, visiting your intention, noticing the breath, letting yourself just breathe. When you're ready, we'll inhale, lift up into that tabletop position. From our tabletop position, we'll slowly begin to release the hips to one side and swing our legs forward. As we swing those legs forward, extend that left leg nice and long. Cross this right leg over. Align the knee to the sternum and the sole of the foot is down on the ground. Now, if you'd like to curl the heel, this left heel over towards that right side, that's an option. But this is a little bit on the softer side. And today, this is where I'm guiding us, but know that you can go a little bit more. Draw a breath in. Let that breath go. You can stay right here or you can take your drape, use this left arm, wring it out. You can also take this left arm up, cross it over, and exhale, twist it over towards that right side. Whichever feels better for you. Breath in, breath out. One more. Letting it go. As you come back to center, releasing. If you have this left leg behind you, extend this left leg. Lean the weight of the body back, lift those knees up, visualize eagle legs. Press the blade of your right foot into the edge of this left leg. Pause right here in eagle legs, high bone. If you're good here, stay here. If you can inhale, lower halfway, and then exhale, lift it up. Just two more, that's it. Squeeze, everything's tight and strong. Lift it up. I assure you this is difficult for me. So if you fall back, no big deal. And if I do, no big deal. Lift, lift, lift. Beautiful. Pause here. One more breath in. And then we'll exhale. Lift our chest up, lowering the heels down. Extend that right leg. Extend that left leg. Shimmy the hips right side to left side. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, release, fold forward, a soft bend of the right and the left knee. One more inhale and exhale. Another variation could be that you bring the soles of the feet together here instead. All on our breath and time, we'll go ahead and slide and rise up. If your thighs have come up into the butterfly, bring them back together. We'll switch it out. So keeping that right leg out, bringing this left leg over to the right side, and you can angle the leg over. You can curl the heel in once more. Always your choice, yogi's choice. Breath in, keep the left hip down, breath out. Stay here or drape and cover the leg, the arm, wrapping it around the leg. Or if you prefer, extending that right arm up, bowing down, back of your arm onto the outside edge of the thigh. Whichever feels most scrumptious or the most wellness that enters your body. One more inhale. Let that breath go. Releasing where you're at, coming back to center. As you return to center, you'll go ahead and extend and come into that little eagle leg variation. If your legs touch, great. And if they don't, it's okay. It might be a little bit more of an angle that's a little wider. It's all up to you. If you can take the 3 low boats and high boats in this eagle variation, go for it. And if not, just stay up high. You're using your muscle strength while I'm talking. So inhale, low boat, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the thighs. Exhale, high boat. Inhale, low boat. You can even hold on to your legs. Exhale, slide the hands up to the knees. Inhale, low, slide them to your glutes. Slide them up as you exhale. And then when you're ready, lowering the heels down as those heels come down. Breath in, breath out. Release and extend that left leg. Wiggle those hips. Again, legs can be longer if you prefer butterfly. Soles of the feet together. Inhale through our nose. And then we'll exhale. Fold forward, wrapping those hands around the blades of our little toes. You can use the elbows or the back of the arms to press into the thighs slightly. Just make sure you're not on the knee joint. Another inhale here. And that exhale. All on your breath and time, releasing, rising up. And if your legs are long, your hands slide up the thighs. If your knees are bent, your hands come out to the edges of the thighs, regardless of the position that you took. We're all working our way onto our back. Gently guide those knees in towards your heart. Let the tailbone drop down and then trace a few circles or rock side to side. What feels better for you? You've worked very hard today. You did your deed for yourself. You took care of you this morning. And for that, I thank you. And I hope you thank yourself. We'll come back to center. And as we return to center, go ahead and inhale, lift that right leg and cross that right ankle over for a little figure four. And lifting the sole of that left foot, thread the needle, interlace your hands either around the hamstring or below your kneecap. Flexing the right toes. Hopefully this all feels a little bit more pliable once more. Just check in with yourself, check in with your breath. Don't force any position of your body to do something that it's not ready for, that it's not for you in this moment. Just another breath here. We'll slowly begin to release. And if you want to stay here longer, know that you can. But as you release, cross this right leg all the way over to the left side. And then just like we've been all morning working on that side body, maybe grab the blades of the feet or hold onto the knees as you squeeze those thighs, whatever feels right for you. If you want to point the toes up towards the ceiling or drag the heels closer towards the glute and the knees towards the belly, you can. Some people like to send those knees forward. You might have a little bit of a gap, and if you do, no problem. Just find your variation of comfort here. Try to relax the right hip and the left hip equally to the bottom end of our mat. If your head is off the earth, use your blanket or a pillow to support that cervical spine in your head. One more breath in, one more breath out. Letting go, we'll inhale, extend both that right and that left leg up. You have an option here of grabbing behind the calves, grabbing around the hamstrings, and then just slowly tilting the hips up. Doesn't have to be aggressive. Could even be those ankles. If you want to straighten the legs, you can. If you want to flex the toes, and if you're down, you can keep those legs directly up towards the ceiling. Whatever feels best for you. Just make sure you're looking at your own body and not to the right or to the left, trying to catch a peek of your screen. I assure you, you look fantastic. One more inhale, and then we'll exhale, release, pulling the knees in towards the body, lowering the sole of that right leg down, left leg crosses over for figure four. Thread your needle, interlace your hands, place them either around the hammy or below your kneecap. Flexing your left toes, dropping the tailbone down. Inhale through the nose here. Let it go. Find that softness as you focus on the tune or your own breath. Use it as a measure of relaxation for your body or that ability to release. One more inhale here. And that breath out. Releasing the hands, cross this left leg over towards that right side. You know where you want to go with this, so begin to guide those knees, those toes, those legs. and the variation that is comforting for you. Just another 2 inhales here. And that last one, you'll let go. As you let go, both the right and the left leg can go up. Anything that you need here, a little happy baby, take that happy baby. Knees come in towards the armpits. You can grab the blades of the feet. You can also grab the ankles if you prefer. Our hands can wrap around the hamstrings if that feels better. Wiggle if you'd like. Coming back to center, we'll extend the legs up and then we'll bend those knees. As we bend those knees, cactus or to your arms, a breath in, and as we exhale, a little supine twist. And if you want to take eagle leg supine twist, cross that left leg over and exhale. Drop the knees to the right side. And if you don't want the eagle legs to finalize working with the side body, then that's okay. You get to gauge and find your restful state in supine twist. One more breath in. And that breath out. Releasing when you're ready. Inhale, come back to center. We'll switch it out. So if you took eagle leg variation, cross that right leg over now. You can even drop the sole of the left foot down before you twist. Breath in and exhale. Drop it over towards that left side. The gaze is anywhere from the left to, if the neck feels comfortable, to the right. On our next inhale, we look back up towards the ceiling to neutralize that gaze. And we'll bring our knees back towards center, releasing those legs. Give yourself a nice little hug if you'd like. And then inhale. Find your final resting position of Shavasana. Legs extend towards the top of the mat. And if you prefer a different variation, please make yourself as comfortable as possible. Dimming the lights in your room if you'd like. Allowing the body to become warm by placing that blanket on top of yourself. We'll all draw a breath in together and we'll release it. Enjoy these next moments as the gift you gave yourself for nourishment, rejuvenation, and connection of mind, body, and spirit. Bringing awareness back to your space, to your surrounding. Begin by drawing a full breath in through your nose. And please know that if you desire more time here, you crave a longer Shavasana, stay as you are. Enjoy these next moments for yourself as you see fit. But if you're ready to reawaken the body, begin by wiggling those fingers, the toes, wrists, and ankles. Letting the head move from side to side, smiling, breathing in, extending the body nice and long for that morning stretch. Yawn, maybe shrug the shoulders, and as you exhale, let it all go. Guiding those knees into your heart, releasing them towards that right side. Rest your head on that right bicep for just a breath. And then guide yourself into a comfortable seated position facing anywhere you'd like. Upon your arrival of rising and sitting, or maybe you're still resting, you can bring those hands into prayer and at your heart space. We'll draw a breath in together as we close our eyes, and as we exhale, we bow to each other. The divine in me salutes, honors, and recognizes the divine love and light in each of you. Thank you for being here, for being a part of each other's day and a part of mine. May you always be kind, but may you be brave and courageous as well. From my heart to yours, namaste.